Hello, Professor. Myself, Ankita. I'm a student of Sociology. So it was very pleasant that we have learned so many things in Sociology in the semester. So here is a team. Um, so we all are here to present our thoughts about two methodologies that we have learned in the semester. So here is the first thing that we are introducing us. Here are the team members: Ankita Shrivastava, Chirag, Chinyani, Shrija, Srikumar. So we three are going to present here. First of all, I would like to state about the evaluation. What basically is the evaluation? Evaluation is basically the method which which is an assessment process to judge anything. It could be a systematic approach where an outcome should be taken out based on data by some processing method. So here we are discussing about the processing method mainly. Evaluation usually help in decision making. Evaluation is the best technique which help to the management also to take any decision. We are talking about the goal based versus goal free evaluation technique today. So here's a comparison. Now we'll go to the comparison state. The similarities, Chirag will discuss about the similarities.
Thank you, Ankita, for a beautiful introduction. Good greetings to the professor. In this slide, we'll be discussing about the similarities between the goal-based method as well as the goal-free method. So what we can see here is actually these two methods, they both focuses on the impact of the program on the individual. So this means that definitely there is some kind of impact between these from these two methods. So in these methods, we can see that there is an evaluator who engages in data collection, who analyzes the data, as well as he or she interprets the data. So from this data, the evaluation strategies are designed and these are implementable once the evaluator has a proper evaluation plan. So these will only work only when the evaluator has a definite plan, and based on this, they can evaluate these strategies as well. Also, these two methods have a timeline. This means a specific or a set timeline is given, maybe a week or a month or years also, so that they come out with the evaluation plan. And these two methods has a proper outcome. So it doesn't mean that there is no output or the no outcome is there between these two methods. It is nothing but it provides a short outcome between for the goal based as well as for the goal free method. Now let's talk about some contrasting things about these two methods. Starting with the goal-based method, from the name itself, we can understand that goal-based method has a particular set goal, whereas a goal in the goal-free method, from the name itself, we can make it out that it does not base the goal. The program is not based on the goal-free. The I mean, the goal-free method does not has a base for a proper set goal, and it is only evaluated on the goals itself. The goal-based method is based on the quantitative in nature, as well as goal-free method is based in qualitative. So goal-based method has a quantity, as well as we can say that it is measurable, whereas the goal-free method is not measurable. So it focuses on how the objectives and the goals have the impacts on the program, whereas the goal-free method actually focuses on the effect of the program. And goal-based method is non-volatile because there is a specific set of goals which is already assigned to that, whereas goal-free method is volatile. And the focus and the process along with the goal is predefined, as I said earlier. It's been already set, it's been predefined, whereas in goal-free method it can be changed according to the need of the parties and according to the need of the program. It keeps changing, and that's why it is volatile in nature. The other point is we can say that the Western evaluation methods are goal-based, whereas indigenous evaluation way is a goal-free model. Evaluation method based on in Western way believes over setting goal first before processing. So once the goals are predefined and once the goals are set, evaluation is done accordingly. Whereas in the indigenous culture believe more on evaluating while growing or processing further. So the next slides will be taken care by Shrija. Over to you, Shrija.
Thank you, Chira. So just now we have seen what is evaluation and what are the evaluation models, goal-based and goal-free. And Chirag has explained the comparison and contrast between the two models. So here let's take a real life example. For example, if we are organizing a summer camp for the youth for employment program, the primary aim of that program would be the employment for the youth. So in that case, how are we evaluating such a program? So that the first thing that comes into our mind is how many how many youth in the community should get an employment after during this program or with this program. So in that case, both of these evaluation methods are acceptable because in the goal-based evaluation model, we would know the quantitative measure of how much percentage of the youth will get employment through this program. Whereas in goal-free model, we can illustrate how impactful the program was on the indigenous community or of the youth. So I should say that both these models are successful in such a youth employment program. And then as a recommendation to the manager, I would say that we are recommending the goal-based model rather than the goal-free model for this particular program. This is because, as I said, the primary aim of the youth employment program is getting employment for large percentage of community people. So in that case, when we consider the goal-free model, it doesn't give a quantitative measure of how much percentage of people gets employed. Rather, the goal-based model would give a quantitative evaluation of the program, so that it is one of the recommendable model for this kind of program. Moreover, we can measure the final impact of such a program on the community. Rather, goal-free model doesn't give such a figure. So as a team, we are recommending the goal-based model for such a programs. And in conclusion, I should say that both the models have its own pros and cons, and they are practically executable. But still, when we are going to select one of the approaches for the program evaluation, we should consider the following parameters, like what is the nature of the program you are going to execute, and what type of community that you are selecting for executing such programs. Based on these two criteria, we can easily select on what kind of evaluation model it is acceptable. For example, if we are going to evaluate a program on a group of professionals, then definitely the quantitative measure of the result is needed. Hence, we can go for the goal-based model. And on the other hand, if we are going for a non-profitable program, because or an NGO program on an indigenous community, rather than the quantitative nature, we are measuring the qualitative impact of the program on the community. So in that case, we could definitely go for goal-free model because it is non-volatile and the goals can be it is volatile and the goals can be changed changed in order to get a better result on the community. And in short, we can say that the goal-free